It is widely known that autism is being overdiagnosed. Like, you get a diagnosis, and you get a diagnosis, and you get a diagnosis. And it's becoming kind of a problem. It really is. There was a medication like Adderall shortage a few months ago, and you just couldn't find. I take Adderall, and I couldn't find it. I couldn't find it in the pharmacies. And no, you don't. Adderall is not a medication that's prescribed for autism, but comorbid diagnoses. I do have ADD, which is why I have Adderall. So I like to talk about multiple things. Sorry, my words are kind of being jumbled up today. Just kind of going to have to deal with that. But yeah, there was a shortage, and it took a while for all the pharmacies to finally start having the prescription, and I had to call around to multiple pharmacies to finally find a pharmacy that had the right script. But anyways, I have also been told multiple times that, like, oh, you don't look autistic. Don't say this to people. Even if you don't think that they're autistic, just keep that to yourself. Like, don't tell people that. It can really hurt their self-esteem, especially if they had the courage to tell you that they had an autism diagnosis. It takes a lot of courage to speak up about medical stuff, especially stuff that doesn't have a visual appearance. Let me say that again. Autism doesn't have a look. It doesn't have a look. There are ways that an individual can act that definitely can indicate that they fall on the spectrum. And let me point that out. Autism is a spectrum. It's a spectrum. There's lots of different things, and it's not all the same. Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. I'm Danielle, and if you are interested in this kind of stuff, please like, subscribe. Right there, the button's just a click away. It really does help. We are going over today, you don't look autistic, and how you can deal with that. What you can say, what you can do. Why is this? Why do people think this? So I really do believe that it's from the media just having non-autistic people play autistic roles in TV and in movies. And when you do this, it is not the correct. I mean, you can't pretend to be an autistic person. And I promise you, autistic people do not wake up in the morning and go, oh, I want to be autistic today. No, the diagnosis just doesn't happen like this either. It's because we don't fit in society, and we have drastically been failing socially. I mean, it's not working out. And I promise you, nobody wakes up just wanting to be autistic. No. So for someone to open up and say that they are autistic, please believe them. And if you don't, be kind with your words. It's a struggle. It really is. And not only that, when you look for traits, or you're like, oh, that person looks autistic, well, what are they actually doing? Are they sitting alone? Do they have headphones on? Are they rocking back and forth? Are they flapping their hands some way? Are they banging their head against the chair? These are all autistic traits, and this is how you can really actually be like, oh, that person looks autistic. It's because of what they are actually doing, not how they visually look. This really is one of the things I am trying to do most with my channel, is to raise awareness that autism is not a visual look. It's what are they visually doing? How are they acting? Because that really, really helps with determining if someone would be on the spectrum or is on the spectrum. And I know, again, once you do get your diagnosis, it's life-changing. It really is. Growing up, I masked. I masked. I still do. Intentionally, unintentionally, it just kind of happens sometimes. And this can be great, and this can be really, really, really bad. I mean, you can get, if you're hanging out with the wrong people and you don't really know that, but they're being nice to you, this can really be not the greatest thing, because you're mimicking someone else's actions that aren't probably doing the best things. And you can get yourself into a lot of trouble. But you would have no idea that you have autism by just your look. It's just the actions and, repeating other people. It can get you in trouble sometimes. And also masking, it got me all the way to being an adult before I had my diagnosis. Yes, I was in special ed. Yes, I was weird and was picked on and not included in the groups at school. But that's fine. That's because it led up to my diagnosis. And I might have looked like everybody else, but I didn't act like everybody else. I failed, even trying to blend in, because it just doesn't come natural. The way I tried to look and act like everybody else was watching TV shows, memorizing it, because it just was so foreign to me. And still to this day, as a 34-year-old adult, this is my best friend, my dog, my baby, and just accepting the fact that people are uneducated really about what autism and a lot of the neurodivergent diagnoses are. Even ADD, I still get a lot of people um, really being mean, and I feel like bullying me because I either have learning disability and I just can't understand, like I just physically can't understand something, and it gets to be very embarrassing. And then sprinkle, there we go, I'll use the word, sprinkle some autism in there, and now my communication's really weird. So now I'm just like all over the place, and it frightens people because it's different, it's strange, it's weird, but I look like everyone else. So I can understand how neurotypical people can be a little put offish, especially when they want to associate autism with a look. There is no look. If you guys agree with me, again, like, subscribe, help me. Can't believe we kind of slept through this whole video, but I will see you guys later. Bye.